Now, your ceiling's not going to be as high as insurance or financial services or real estate, but you can make a 1% living off any service. I truly believe that. It's just a question of locking down the right offer and delegating what you don't want to do. Now, don't think that I've changed my opinion. I still hate having employees. I would much rather prefer to use someone else's business system. Okay, I pay for 15 business systems a month, you know, from SoundCloud to SmarterQ to all these different platforms that handle things for me. So someone else is in charge of the employees. I don't hear about who's getting fired or quitting or managing personalities. It's just fucking done. I much prefer that to having employees, but I mean, you can structure your deal the way you want to do. And if you're truly stuck with all these low priority tasks that you don't want to delegate, consider the option of just not doing them. Because ultimately, your instincts are telling you that these aren't valuable to you. The tasks that are going to be valuable to you are the ones that you enjoy doing. Okay? Like, I like doing videos, I like doing coaching, and the tasks that make you a lot of money. Stuff like closing deals. Money, like when you can see money coming in this quarter, that's going to be a task that you like to do, right? If you're running a business like one of my clients is, 50 employees, right? His job is to lock down a new financing deal every quarter and then push that money into the business as quick as possible. And if there's some chaos and if some things have to get delegated and some other things aren't done as well as he could do them, or some things are dropped down to the priority number 20, it's not a big deal because the money's coming in and then the money's going pushed through the business, and you know, they're getting crazy growth every quarter. That's the most important thing. And then everybody's getting inspired because they're seeing that company getting those wins. So if you remember a video I did a while back, the secret for having high energy outside of the normal just diet and sleep and everything, but more important than that for energy is passion plus progress. So doing something that you're passionate about, that you're inspired about, that you don't need to rely on external motivation to get you fucking geared up and then crash down the next day, and progress on that mission. So the more passionate you are about something and the faster you progress, the more energy you're gonna have. That's where you can work 13 hours a day and it doesn't feel like work. Like, if you watch Gary V's videos, the reason those guys have so much energy is because they really love what they do, and they've got an army of, I won't say slaves, an army of people to do the bitch work that they don't want to do. So the job is doing social media stuff and then telling people what to do. That's fun. Doing the technical work for the website yourself and entering all that fucking bullshit, you're tapping out after half an hour of that if you're not passionate about it. So that's super important. Finding something that you're inspired by, recognizing that motivation is a symptom. And you know, I've got to give credit where credit's due. Check out this guy, Dr. John DeMartini. Read his books, The Value Factors and the Breakthrough Experience. You know, full of just gems, man. And you know, find what inspires you. Life's too short. Now, don't get me wrong, I haven't changed my value and my message of having money as priority number 2. It's not everyone's second priority, but it's my opinion that if it's not, they haven't been smacked by money problems enough. But be willing to sacrifice some money in the short term to do what you love, because over the long term, you'll make more money doing that. Like I'm gonna make more money doing RLD over the course of a lifetime than I ever would have done selling real estate. Because I love this, and I would have hated selling real estate. And it's the same way when you look at any of these billionaires. They all say the same thing. They're obsessed with what they do, right? Extremely focused and love what they do. So it's focus plus loving what you do. That's how Bill Gates and Warren Buffett are able to work 13 hours a day. That's why Warren Buffett says he tap dances to work, because he loves what he's doing, right? It's very hard to do 13 hours a day of what you hate unless someone's whipping your back, and then you pay for that with emotional leakages. You pay for doing what you hate. You also pay for forcing other people or manipulating other people to do what they hate. You know, karma has a funny way of coming back to you when you make other people suffer knowingly. I've seen this time and time again. So, find what inspires you, man. Life's too short not to live with inspiration. When you're inspired, you're going to be able to be dedicated, which is being at it through the long haul. Make financial freedom one of your top 3 values, because otherwise you're just going to be getting smoked by money problems your whole life. Like, everybody wants money, but most people's values are about consumables. They're about the deliverables. They're about the cars and the girls and whatever. But that's not the reality of the lifestyle of somebody who gets wealthy. So you have to value the savings and the freedom as the real carrot, not the toys. The best thing you can buy is financial security. And the best way to do that, to get financially secure, is to create a vehicle for yourself, a service that you love, that inspires you. Find a way to package it in a high ticket offer, which means at least $1,000. If you can do that, you close 8 clients a month, that's 6 figures. Same thing if you're already doing 7 figures, but you're hating a lot of what you do. Like, what can you delegate and what can you just not do? Because life's too short to hate being alive. And this is as big a problem for guys who make a lot of money as it is for guys who don't have money. I mean, you look around on the subway, does anybody fucking look happy? The only people that look happy are little kids, because they're doing fun things. They're doing what they want to do. And if you want to know the exact definition of what inspires you and how to know you're being inspired and what could potentially be your life's mission, look at the things that no one has to force you to do. Not only that, look at the things that you can't pull yourself away from. Okay? To give you some examples from my life, when I was younger, it was at various times soccer, guitar, trading, women, online chess, partying, this business, and many other things. But this, when I found this, I knew it was my mission. I knew this is what I was meant to do. I knew that this was the best use of the genius that I feel that I possess in this area. I wasn't going to be a pro soccer player. I wasn't going to be a pro athlete. I wasn't going to be a pro guitar player. But I found the next best thing. And somewhere where my skill set is much more solid. And that's what you want. It's not going to be for everyone. 99% of people aren't going to do the work, aren't going to find the vehicle, aren't going to get their minds right to be able to find what they're inspired by and push hard to get it done. But to me, if you want to be fulfilled, you want to have the life that you want, it's not all just about money. Money's very important, financial freedom is important, but so is mental health. Your health has to come first. That's the one thing that's changed on my site in the last 7 years. Health before wealth. Mental health included in that. And you want to be excited. Find what inspires you. Find something that you already love. Chances are you're going to have a high skill set with it already. Or if you're already doing what you love, but you're frustrated, you're not excited to get up, delegate or stop doing a bunch of shit. and you're gonna see massive results in your life. Also, check out this guy, John D. Martini. And if you need help with this stuff, revolutionarylifestylezone.com.